Hello and welcome to Dustlight Quickstart. In this video, I'm going to help you get on board with your first Dustlight in order to get you ready to create safer workplaces as fast and as smoothly as possible. In the first step, you unpack your Dustlight. Once unpacked, you've got your Dustlight in your hands. Before each and every shift, make sure your Dustlight is fully charged in order to keep through the whole work shift. The charging is done via the cable provided at each and every purchase of Dustlight. The charging port is magnetic. A magnetic charging port allows that there is no dust accumulation at the charging part of Dustlight. The charger automatically clips to the Dustlight as soon as you're rather close to it and fastens there magnetically. The other port of the charger is either an USB-C or an USB-A, depending on what you choose and which device you're using it with. Once your device is fully charged, you can start using it. The first step, of course, turning it on. The turning on is done by the button on the side of Dustlight. You need to press this firmly for up to a second, and then Dustlight turns on within 2 to 3 seconds. Immediately at turn on, Dustlight starts measuring. Actually, you wouldn't need any further instructions. Dustlight measures, Dustlight is going to react immediately. How does the reaction work? Well, within seconds. For demonstration purposes, I'm quickly going to take a match and light it. And that way generating dust to which Dustlight reacts. First it turned orange, but then as there were more particulate matter around the breathing zone of Dustlight, it turned red. The smiley turned sad as well, and the value showing the concentration on screen also rised. Speaking of Dustlight's screen, what can you read of Dustlight's screen? Dustlight is made to be intuitive, easily understood. There are two lights in green, yellow and red, depending on the concentration and the regulatory limits. Then in the upper left corner, you can set the name for your device. In the upper right corner, you see how charged your device is. On the main screen, you can read what kind of dust you're measuring. This can be either inhalable or respirable and depends on the language of your device. My device is in German, that's why it's written as Eichstaub, which is respirable dust. Below that, you see the concentration expressed as micrograms per cubic meter. Once again below that, you see a smiley representing whether the dust concentration is currently over regulatory limits or not. And at the complete bottom, you see what kind of particles the current algorithm is set to, as their material-specific configurations. In the next step, in order to choose settings which match the best your work environment, you need to connect to your mobile or web app. First, we're going to start with the mobile app. That's why I'm using my phone. And there, on the first step, I need to log in. So let's quickly dive into that. On the login screen, I am welcomed back. And I can log into my account by putting in my email address and my password that I chose. If you don't have an account yet, you need to create a new account. How that is done, please feel free to check out our video tutorials regarding the full guide of our mobile app. Clicking on Login, I enter the Dustlight app. In Dustlight app, there are a whole lot of things which can be set. However, what we're most interested in is to connect our Dustlight to it. So clicking on Connect. When in the Connect screen, I can scan for dust lights available in my Bluetooth zone. There, immediately, I see Dustlight Matthias. Dustlight Matthias is the dustlight in question that I was showing you before. In order to connect, I'm clicking on the device. A quick connecting screen is opening, and then Dustlight starts to blink blue. In order to confirm the connection, I need to quickly press the side button on the device. That way, I make sure that the connection is created. Once the connection is done, I immediately end up in the live screen of my device. Here, I get an overview about all the same values which are already visible on the device, however, can dig into much further analytics as well. Here, I can also easily choose which kind of material I am currently working with by going to material specifications and choosing the one which fits the best. I can check current different PM sizes, check into TWA and STL, as well as check with which compliances I am still compliant in this current shift. Here I also have a history view where I can easily check into past measurements and check statistics over the logged events and add new events, the STL and TWA values as continuous values but also as statistics, the particle size distribution also as continuous values but also as statistics, and at the end download a .csv file or a PDF file. In the next step, I'm going to walk you through how to connect to our web app. Our web app is available over Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge, so make sure you're using one of these two explorers. To connect to your Dustlight, the web app is pretty intuitive. You just simply need to click on Connect to Dustlight, and then a pop-up window shows up, already showing the available devices in the area of your laptop. I was using Dustlight Matthias, so I'm clicking on Dustlight Matthias and clicking to pair. Once I click on pair, my device restarts blinking blue, and just the same way I connected to the mobile app, I can press it and the Dustlight is connected. After a couple of seconds, I'm in the dashboard. The web app is showing pretty much the same insights as does the mobile app. However, there are further analytics which are only available using the web app and, of course, by making sure you have a business license, as this is the pre-requirement in order to use the web app at all. Once all the measurements are synchronized, I get an overview of the live situation in the dashboard. In the web app, I can, similarly to the mobile app, go back to history, choose from device settings, into past measurements, administration, and also check out our support. For a complete walkthrough, please make sure to check out the video regarding all the features the Dustlight web app has to offer. With this, we're also coming to an end of our Quickstart. Now you know the basic functionalities of Dustlight and how to make sure that you can wear your Dustlight throughout the whole shift, and at the end also use our mobile and web app. Enjoy using it and looking forward from hearing from you.